Oh, that's bright. Good evening. Welcome back to another NaytonTech gaming episode. We are playing. There we go. We are playing Witcher 3 again tonight. And we are going to try to get past, I think his name is Deadloff. It's one of the vampires that I've been fighting. I think I tried beating him twice last week and failed both times, so I decided to look it up, do a little bit of research, and I think I have a couple ways that might be able to help me. So that's what we're going to be working on tonight. From my reading, it looks like I'm not too far away from the end of the Blood and Wine DLC, so kind of excited about that. I think I've got, I don't know how much time I've actually gotten into this game. At least between, I'd probably say close to 80 hours, but we'll see. I do have some good news. If you guys have tried getting into the Discord recently, joining, the link that I had posted everywhere for some reason expired. So anyway, I have posted a new link to my Discord server, and we talk about all sorts of stuff. I do 3D printing, as most of you know. Video games, we play Witcher 3 every Wednesday, at least for now. I play Divinity Original Sin with my brother Clayton every Tuesday, or almost every Tuesday. And I have some D&D videos that I am working on. We finished our last campaign, so that is completely done. And we have started a new campaign. I think we had about 2 nights into it so far, so I am working on editing those. It's a lot of editing time. Each night that we play is probably good about 4 hours of video that I get to go through and edit. We've got new characters, all that kind of stuff. So I'm working on some ways to kind of make it, not necessarily flashier, but a little more interesting to watch besides just, you know, us chatting, which is a lot of times pretty funny. So that's what we're working on. And then I also put some funny videos up sometimes on Thursdays when I come across something that I think is worth posting. So make sure you join the Discord. There is a link on YouTube. There's a link on NaytonTech.com. I also have one on Facebook /NaytonTech. I think those are the 3 main places that people kind of hang out. So anyway, there are links there. They are all valid. I have tested them out. Should be good to go. I did hop into the game already. I wanted to check and see if I had something. So looking on my other screen over here, we're in the Teshem Mutna quest, and a couple little things that it gave me to check out for this vampire. His name is Detloff. I need to splash some vampire oil on my silver sword, so that'll help kill him faster, do more damage, I'm assuming. And equip my black blood potion, so I'm checking to see if I have that to use during the battle. I'm assuming that's for me. And then also throughout the entire fight, I should be constantly using Quen to save myself from losing huge chunks of health. So that's what I'm going to focus on, and there are 4 phases of his fight that we're going to be going through. I've made it past the first one. I believe, did I make it through the first one? Second one, I don't think I've made it through a second one, so we're going to see if we can get past that. This is going to be, I think, our hardest part tonight. Everything else, I think, is going to be kind of story towards the end. There's 2 more quests after this one, and it seems like they're kind of more story-based, not end boss kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and hop in here. So this is where I'm at. So I'm going to make some vampire oil, and looks like I can only make 1, it looks like. Okay. We'll see if that holds up. And then there was a black blood potion. So we've got, see if I've got enough for, I don't know if I've got a black blood potion. Let's see, mixture. What is that? Okay. Make sure it's not listed under decoctions. Okay. So it doesn't look like I have anything for that. Let's get to... Let's turn off our... So I want Quinn. Protective shield. Okay. So I need to move. I don't know where I put that black oil or that vampire oil. Okay. Oh, 20 charges. Awesome. Okay. So how do I apply it to my silver sword's damaged as well? Do I have a... Of course I don't have a repair kit for that. I have one for my armor, which I could use. At least get my armor up. Where's this at? Ugh, 0%. Lovely. No wonder I'm not doing any damage with the thing. Let's see. Play somebody's... Okay, this one, chance to burn. Bleed. Sign, chance to poison. What are vampires? 3% attack power. Another chance to stun. Burn. Freeze. That'd be kind of cool. 2% attack power. Adrenaline point. And stagger. I don't think vampires like fire. But it's got like a nice low bass tone to it. Kind of like it. 2% attack power. 3% attack power. Okay. Now let's put, do I put this down here? Okay. That is applied. We'll use Quinn. Why didn't you do it? Okay.
I want just the last. You tricked me, both of you! Didn't plan any of it. Silence!
Dodge. You can block my stuff as well. Okay, so that's the first phase.
Any gods, start praying now.
Yeah, it actually probably is kind of loud. Let's turn. Oh, it's because oh, it did get turned up. Alright, let's go a little more. Alright. Yeah, this guy's hard. The second phase, I think, is what's killing me the most because I haven't figured out the right time to dodge for everything. Okay, so we're gonna go make the potion again. Way too many mice. Okay, no, I do have the oil. Looks like it's already applied. Okay, that's applied. I didn't have anything else. Where's good? Okay. Some healing stuff going. And then switch to Quinn. Okay. Get in.
Come on. I want you just for us. You tricked me. Both of you. Didn't plan any of it. Silence!
Okay, that part's done. That's the easy part. Oh, I can see. Okay, we're gonna watch the shows of everything.
If you acknowledge any gods, start praying now. Show me what you got.
Touch that. Oh, yeah, see, I dodged wrong time on that last one. That's the timing part that I haven't quite got down yet. I look really bright in the camera. Okay. I think this is going to be probably most of the night me just trying to fight through this stupid thing. Thought about. I hate doing this, but gameplay. I don't know if it can change. Yeah, difficulty. I'm just. I'm on easiest. Okay. That already has that on it. Okay, should be good. I don't think I'm going to get much better than that. I wonder if my armor has anything. Oh, here we go. Oh, Quinn. Increases Quinn. Alright, I'm gonna put. No, that's not what I wanted. I'm gonna put Quinn on everything. I don't think I can put anything there. Whatever helps keep my shields up, right? Okay, I wish I had a repair kit for my weapons, but oh well. Okay, so that's, I got the vampire oil in there. Okay. You still can't hear me? Is that better? Oh yeah, the game is pretty loud, but we'll see how it... Alright, we'll see if this is gonna work.
I want you just for this. You tricked me. Both of you. Didn't plan any of it. Silence.
I'm getting my butt handed to me this time. I can't seem to dodge him right. Okay. Well, actually, I turned the game down. I kept mine the same level, but just turned the game down.
If you acknowledge any gods, start praying now.
Oh, that one was bad. I wasted all my shots trying to hit him the first time. These are the parts of the games I really don't like. Probably my biggest pet peeve in games is where you get stuck on one thing for just hours. Alright, we're going to put that on. That on. I want to use it. No, I don't want to. 10%. Let's see if anything gives you higher than 10% vitality. 15, 10. Okay, those. 10. Everything else was 15. Okay. That's already applied. All right. And then
just for this. You tricked me. Both of you. Didn't plan any of it. Silence.
damn.
What now, you piece of filth?
Him at all. This is like, I think I'm getting worse as I play.
If you acknowledge any gods, start praying now.
Come on. One hit. God. It's been a long night.
I want you just for this. You tricked me. Both of you. Didn't plan any. Silence.
Dude, come on. I don't know if I can use coin.
If you acknowledge any gods, start praying now.
Jesus. Jumps at me. And these guys. Okay. How far do I have to be away from him? I don't get this at all. I have to stay close enough to where I can hit, because he's only stunned for a couple seconds after he pops up right there. But if I'm too close, I get killed. Maybe. I'll max out my stuff.
Just for this. You tricked me. Both of you. Didn't plan any of it. Silence. You're ugly.
Okay, so I'm gonna use Quinn right away so it doesn't affect me. And shield. Quinn's like a shield. If I can use it.
If you acknowledge any gods, start praying now.
Where'd he go? God damn. I'm not getting anything with this. Where's he at? Dude, I don't know what the hell. I can't heal. I don't think I've got any healing potions. I'm trying to build my health back up, but I don't know, man. Like I said, these are the part of the game that I hate the most. Because I play more for the story. I don't play to fight a boss for 3 hours.
Just for nuts. You tricked me. Both of you. Didn't plan any of it. Silence. How long you gonna make me wait?
mean, the coin is basically what's saving my life, but barely.
If you acknowledge any gods, start praying now.
Yeah. Or if you don't make the right concoctions, you can't beat the guy. It doesn't help that my weapon's at 0%, which is freaking annoying. Might have to actually go back to a previous save. Figure this crap out.
I want you just the last. You tricked me, both of you. Didn't plan any of it. Silence!
See, I don't know if I can get into my inventory here. To reload my okay, I guess I can.
If you acknowledge any gods, start praying now.
Playing differently. God. Either that or my guy's like, I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's responding right. Really annoying. I can't even get him past the freaking second phase. Like I'm already half an hour in. I haven't made any progress. Oh, I hate it.
I want you just the last. You tricked me, both of you. Didn't plan any of it. Silence! Any gods, start praying now.
Oh, my hits. even use my Quinn. How do you beat frustrating games? I don't see how people can do this. It drives... I don't get it. Like, it doesn't give me any satisfaction at all to keep playing a game. The same thing over and over again.
That stench. I want you just the nuts. You tricked me. Both of you. Didn't learn any of it. Silence!
Dude, I did some reading on it. This is exactly what it says I'm supposed to do. I just can't get the timing right or figure out the placement, how far I have to be. It's this part that kills me.
If you acknowledge any gods, start praying now.
I got this part down, I think. Okay, so that's the part that gets me. The only time I can hit him is right now. I'm too far away. See, now I'm too far away. I don't know. Okay, screw this. We're going to YouTube and you guys are going to watch because this is... I am tired of fighting this guy. All right, I'm actually going to turn the sound down on here. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm wondering, but I mean, I should be able to do it. I think I'm just not getting my timing right or something. I can get through the first one just fine. The second one, I just can't seem to get the timing right. Let's see. What was the name of this one? But yeah, you're right. I mean, I leveled up last time to get it. No. Okay. Final boss. So we're gonna obviously fast forward through all this because we went through all that. So I do not have the blood stuff, so the vampire oil I've got. Oh, see, that's a superior vampire oil. Okay, vampire oil. Yeah, he's trying to figure it out too. Okay. Let's see how he does. Yeah, that he just takes a lot more hit than I do. Look at that. He just hit him. Well, because he is level. I'm like level 47 or 48. See, that's the one thing you don't want to get stuck in. And he's got a lot more health than I do. Holy cow. Yeah, you pretty much have to jump and roll and jump and roll and jump and roll like the whole time. Wow. Okay, he's got something way more powerful than I do. Okay. So either I'm just... I wonder if I can get back out. At least go get my weapon fixed so it does more damage. I don't really have much for health. That's my problem. Where was this? Okay, that was before. Yeah, I don't want to go all the way back there. Yeah, I might have to roll more. It says you pretty much just need to dodge the main attacks once he goes, but I don't know. He didn't seem to get hit anywhere near as hard as I did when...
Nice place.
Is it? Perhaps.
Alright, that's not the right one. Back one more. Oh geez, that beat that guy. Okay.
Another will-o'-the-wisp. Just curious. Why do you want the Heart of Toussaint and the ducal wine?
They were my right, my due.
Doubt we would have figured you out if you hadn't tried to get them. Know that, don't you?
I do, and I regret nothing. One lives but once. Here, we need but jump into the well. You first.
So I need to...
Portals in a fountain? Not terribly practical.
It was a secret passage. Henriette and I would use it to...
Hide from your governess, which luckily she noted down in... Never mind that.
She...
Yeah, I'm gonna pass all these. Or what I said now.
Calm down, both of you.
But...
No buts. Let's go. Really want to be done with it.
Hey, please don't take me all the way there. God damn it.
Nice play, isn't it?
Is it... Perhaps...
You nervous?
Mm-hmm. It's always a bit nerve-wracking meeting an...
I doubt...
I know. May I be... Yet I owe...
Let's get ready.
Yes, man, I have to go way back.
The ribbon.
Ha! Seems I've been fooled again.
Can I just leave the fight? I don't know if it'll let me. Crap. Yeah. I have to go way. I can't.
I want you just like us. You tricked me. Both of you. Didn't plan any of it. Silence!
Yeah, I don't even have the oil on there yet. Good God. I wonder if this is playing with the controller more than or keyboard and mouse.
If you acknowledge any gods, start praying now.
Because I don't know if I'm actually... See, his rolling's different. I need to figure out what... Okay. I think I made it a little further. Yeah, I don't think I'm dodging right. So I'm actually gonna look that up real quick as soon as I get back in. Because that doesn't look right.
Nice place.
Isn't.
Alright, let's load here. Okay. Okay, that's on. I need to apply this. Apply it to gloves. That should still have 20. I am level 50. So I'm the same level he is. How do I increase my vitality? Potions. Increases stamina regeneration. Might try that one. Increases attack power. Well, that's what that oil was. That's what this oil that I applied was. It's vampire oil. It's plus 10 attack power versus vampires. But the problem is this is damaged so badly that I almost can't use it, and I don't have another sword. But it's not that. I think it's my health that's killing me more than anything. I wonder if I can craft. Oops, crafting. Let's see, chest armor, crafting component, crossbow guns, junk. Huh, I could actually craft a sword, but I don't think that's going to help me at all. No decoctions, dyes, oils. Those don't help me. Potions. Sight and total darkness. Increase sign intensity. Maybe. But it's only for 30 seconds. There's not much that I have that I think I can use. Yeah, I think it's just going to be those. I made it further on this last one. I was actually using the wrong Quen too, I think. R is the one I want to use.
I want you just the last. You tricked me, both of you. Didn't plan any of it. Silence.
Oh, that's right. I was going to look up the dodge command. I can go way back, but it kicks me way into the someplace I don't want to be. Have to redo a whole bunch of stuff.
If you acknowledge any gods, start praying now.
Crap, I got caught in that thing. Ah, you got me. Okay, load recent. I need to look up the dodge. Because it doesn't really come dodging and rolling right. I might have to remap it because
Nice plate, isn't it?
Is it the...
oh good god, I don't want this one. Okay, hold on, let's look up key bindings. Okay, so look on target. Why does my strong attack have nothing? Alt. Well, no wonder. That's the weirdest spot to put it. Roll. Oh, space is roll. Okay. Why does my strong attack have nothing? I wonder if I should put that as my... sign. Alright, let's try that real quick. Load. Dude, I always get caught, like, unless you actually research what you're supposed to do and know everything about the game, you're always going to a boss unprepared and you can't go back. Make sure all my stuff's set up. That's there. Supply, see this. That's on R. That helped me. That did help. I noticed a difference on that. And okay, so everything's set. I'm gonna save. That gives me away. Okay. Do R.
I want you just like that. You tricked me. Both of you. Didn't plan any of it. Silence.
There we go. Ah. Okay, that's better. I like that dodge a lot better. That's probably why I don't have any problems dodging, is because it's when you double tap, it's just kind of a double sidestep.
If you acknowledge any gods, start praying now.
And now what? Oh, and I have to fight him in his room. Oh, good God. I remember this part. I like it was some weird. Oh, this is right. Oh, crap. Okay.
Do you think that will stop to die, Witcher!
So I have to take out these three things here. So kind of you take him out, but he regenerates. You just kind of keep taking these things out. Like he's actually, from what I understand, he was pretty easy to take out on this one. Just kind of have to keep. Just a slow process. Very slow process. Did I get one of them already? Ew. Oh, I feel like I was shaking. That was a pain in the butt. It only took me an hour to kill that guy. He's starting on. Fire. Fire.
Leave him to me. Be gone.
I can't let...
I insist.
Dang. That's a little vicious. Whoa, did you turn him back? Whoa. Or did you just kill him when he turned back to a man kind of thing? Interesting. 2 weeks later.
My, what a smashing ensemble. You wear it well.
Shut up. I look like a twit.
The caftan is sewn of the best fabrics available, and according to the best tailoring practices. But
Does that
one
sound too
must
loud?
have a modicum of taste to appreciate this. Even the most exquisite robes cover only deficiencies in beauty, never in refinement.
Okay. Yeah, I'm used to wearing something different.
Usually wear something different, better suited to my trade. Got nothing against this particular outfit, though.
Just don't exactly feel comfortable in it. I despise formal occasions.
He's all like,
Nothing one can't get accustomed to. Now, be so kind as to stand still. All that being as it may, Toussaint's highest honor, the Order of Vitis Vinifera, demands appropriate attire. The Duchess cannot be expected to drape the medal on a suit of armor caked in mud. Palace protocol
wash it.
places enormous emphasis on form, virtuous tradition, etiquette.
Huh. A tradition which values appearances ahead of all else. Which calls for lordly, glistening triviality and misplaced generosity.
Sound wistful. Pensive, Regis. That because they refuse to buy you a new outfit?
Hardly. It's the tone I ever adopt when I find myself pondering, which, believe it or not, happens quite a lot. Besides, I've no need for a new outfit as I shall not be attending the ceremony.
Why not?
Because unlike you, I don't have to. I shall begin to pack my belongings instead. I trust you'll join me later, once you're richer by a medal and a fascinating new experience.
Count on it. Ceremonies, medals honoring virtues, just keeps coming up.
I've had no reprieve either. And I keep thinking of the last great virtue, compassion. It's the one piece of the puzzle that never seemed to fit.
Mean you suddenly believe the 5 virtues theory, after all we've revealed?
It's not a question of belief, superstition, or old wives' tales. It's a conclusion derived through exercising pure logic. Siana planned everything in advance. Had we not stopped her, surely there'd have been a 5th victim. One the gossips would have associated with a lack of compassion.
Her plans don't matter now. Can't act on them. Ask the messenger who delivered my invitation to the ceremony. Siana's in the palace. Courtiers pressured the Duchess to lock her in a tower.
Do you care not a whit who else was in her black book? We've some time before the ceremony. We could still chat with that boot-cleaning urchin. He was the one to pass the victims' names to Detlef. Perhaps we missed something.
Regis, Bootblack didn't say anything about making deliveries when we talked to him. How do you know he handled the letters?
While you basked in glory and tried on new formal wear, I conducted a little investigation of my own. You'd be very proud to see how I conducted myself. I began by concocting an ample supply of boot wash for our enterprising young friend. I'd observed that among street folk, amidst their society as a whole, reciprocity takes precedence over all other codes, and thus no good deed goes unrewarded. Of course, the same holds true for malicious or destructive deeds.
The letters. What's the connection?
When the bootblack arrived to collect his bucketful, he hinted he knew more. Simply put, we'd failed to ask the proper questions when we chatted earlier. It took a bit more tongue-loosening, but ultimately he spoke. He admitted he'd handed Detlef the letters. He knew this information was valuable to me. In providing it, he was simply repaying me.
let's see. Yeah, might as well. Let's go.
All in all, why not check up on that? We'll go together, assuming we're done here.
I am done, yes. It lies in your hands now to see if you are able to present my handiwork at the ceremony with the dignity it is due. Or if you will first destroy it, crawling about the city's underbelly.
Promise to be careful.
Oh, it's the swordsman. Good to see you. Here for a spiffing? Dirty boots are a stain on professional dignity, you know. Step on up.
Need to ask you something.
Yet again? Go on then. I'm a proponent of free speech and I will gladly tell you all I know. But why not get your boots shanked while we jabber?
Guess they could use a spit and polish.
Then I shall take advantage as well. A friend of mine used to say boots should be as clean as the soles that wear them.
Clean boots, clean soles. A fine slogan.
How's business?
Well enough. I can't complain. Though it'd be even better were certain folk to sit down for a shine as they stood and chatted.
Man in the frock coat. You passed him some letters, remember?
Why, of course. I'm young, got a mind like a steel trap, but...
If you're about to tell me this information will cost me, forget it. How'd you get those letters?
Beggars brought them.
Why didn't you tell us this before, when we first talked?
You didn't ask about beggars now, did you?
Beggars. Tell us more about them. How many were there?
Why, 4. 1 for each letter.
Just 4? Sure you didn't get a 5th?
I can't count, you know.
Remember anything else? These beggars have anything in common?
What? Come now. Each was different. Some had mismatched boots, others had no boots at all. Oh, I know! They all had no home!
Kid, my patience is starting to run a little thin. Now think hard. Where'd they get the letters? They pick them up? Get them from someone?
I don't know. They'd come, hand me a letter, and walk away. I asked no questions.
Geralt, allow me to ask a question. Listen, lad. I'll be glad to mix another batch of that boot shine for you. But you must focus now and tell us all you know. Where can we find the beggars?
Well, at the shelter, most like.
Where's that?
Everyone knows. It's just round the corner. Up those stairs, then right.
Thanks, kid. For your trouble. We must visit the shelter. Look around inside.
Okay.
Used to move your little camp elsewhere, got it? This is a decent district. We need no filth folk bumming about.
Gentlemen, there's no need to raise your voices. Let's keep our calm.
Our calm is You? What do you want?
To talk.
Here, that's a waste of breath. We've tried it, only to tire our lips. We'll use other means of persuasion now.
Gentlemen, calm, please.
Either get out along with these flea-ridden vagabonds, or we'll toss you all out. Our patience is gone. This place is no longer a rank refuse dump.
Scram! Decent folk live here.
Decent folk you mention. Mean yourselves.
Why? Do you doubt it?
Hell yes.
Hear that, Artois? He poking insults us. On our own turf.
We should step aside, good fellow. My friend is perfectly capable of settling this unfortunate dispute on his own.
Grey-haired puppy knobber.
I almost dumped my guts.
Come on. All right. I can take a hint. Come, time to go.
I thank you so much for your aid. I tried to reason with them, but they'd have beat me blue had you not come along. I'm grateful. Immensely.
What did they want from you?
They are neighbors. Wish me to take my folk, the shelter, elsewhere. They dislike that I help the beggars. I do not oppose going elsewhere, were we to have somewhere to go. But you've come with a problem, have you? My turn to aid you.
Need some information. Looking for a man who might have mentioned the boot black in Rue de Garl.
The boot black. A feisty lad. I know him.
Any of your, wards supposed to meet him recently or soon?
Forgive me. Those I help and I are not so close that I would know. But should you wait? They'll all soon come for their meal. You can question them yourselves.
Sure all your usual beggars will be here?
They're not obliged to come, of course. But they rarely find a decent meal elsewhere. So, almost all in the area eat here.
Thanks. We'll wait. Nice of you to let us.
Okay. Weird thing to pan up to.
My dears, I've a matter to address before I serve the soup. These two gentlemen have some questions of you. Pay attention. Answer in brief. For if you draw it out, your soup will go cold, and we wouldn't want that, would we?
Recently, 4 of you delivered sealed letters to the bootblack. I know this.
Does anyone know what the gentleman means? Go on, speak up. Romain?
Why should I squeal? We were all told not to mention the letters. We all swore.
You can tell me, Romain. You were given a letter and you delivered it, right? Good work, Romain. Thank you. Who else?
I got one too. Gave it to the bootblack. And Freshy, he got one. But he can't tell you, as he's not here.
I still have mine. I'm to deliver it 2 days after the Feast of St. Barnabas.
It's a matter of importance to the Duchy. Hand it over, or I'll take it from you, plain and simple.
But I was to deliver it personally. Let no one else see it. That is what she said, and she was frightening.
You ought to heed folk who are kind and honest. These men helped me a short while ago, helped all of us. If this individual threatened you, you need not keep the promise you made.
All right, take it. I didn't want to see the bootblack anyways. It's always muddy there.
Ooh, there is a 5th victim.
Damn it.
What is it? Another name, truly?
See for yourself.
Well, well. I must say, even I did not expect this. This time you will see to our Duchessa. It seems we underestimated Siana rather grossly.
Judging by this, Detloff was literally supposed to tear her heart out.
Yet first you must snap her neck. Puzzling.
Puzzle complete now.
Alas, the matter's ceased to be a tantalizing brain tease and has turned incredibly grave. We've proof of a plot to assassinate Toussaint's ruler. We've proof of a coup d'etat.
Duchess was to be Detloff's last victim. Siana planned it from the start.
Indeed. The logical conclusion, Geralt.
4 seemingly random victims to start. The virtue's their only link. Enough to get folk talking about a righteous, vengeful beast. Obscured the victims' links to Siana, even as she had those she despised killed off one by one, leaving the Duchess for last.
Had she managed to fulfill her plan, none would have questioned the reasons. Most would have thought Anna Henrietta had died for her sins. She was known to show a hard heart on many occasions. Ample proof of a lack of compassion.
Why would Siana murder her own sister? Out of envy? To take power? From an inborn penchant for evil?
Yes, yes, and yes. All seem likely, and none are mutually exclusive. But if you'd like to know for certain, you could always ask her yourself.
Think it's a good idea? After all, we foiled her carefully planned scheme. Think she'll even want to?
Talk to you? Would it harm you in any way to try? Some philosophers think empirical examination the sole path to knowledge. I believe you mentioned the Duchess keeps Sienna locked up.
Courtiers were insisting on a harsher punishment. Much harsher. Think Anna Henrietta had to protect her sister from a lynch mob as much as she wanted to protect her subjects from a criminal. One way or another, she's locked away in a secluded wing of the palace, awaiting trial before a court of law. I'd need to get past some guards to see her. Coming with?
Of course not. I shall await you at Mare la Chaise-Longue. I'll not risk entering the palace after Dettlaff and his minions rampage. Besides, I vastly prefer the company of a simple mug of mandrake brew to that of the Duchess's vile sister.
So, said straight up, it means you're going off to get drunk because you hate Sienna.
I've never been fond of categorical statements of that kind, but I admit I could not vouch for my behavior in her presence. She treated Dettlaff cruelly, caused his death in the end, and now this? Atop all that? No, Geralt. I will not go with you. I will await you at the cemetery.
Okay, talk to Sienna. Oh, other way. See if I can get there anyway. I do seem to run a little quicker.
Last call, then I head home.
Oh, let's see. Can I fast travel up there? Yeah. A little quicker anyway. Feels like I'm running a little quicker. Go up a level. And up some more. Oh yeah, she's locked up really well.
Halt!
Need to see Sienna, urgently.
In the matter of?
Need to interrogate her. New facts have come to light. Need them explained. Seems she was planning your Duquesse's assassination.
Ah, fine then. You're that witcher who solved the murders, no? Then you've my permission, but only for a few minutes.
Promise to be brief.
The witcher will speak with the inmate. You can take a momentary break.
As long as it's truly but a moment. Highly irregular, this.
Have you come to see how I fare? I'm fine, thank you. Artorius' ribbon worked wonders. It's a shame they took it from me.
I know who the fifth victim was supposed to be.
Goodness, you're simply a compulsive snoop. I'm in prison. Dettlaff is dead. Could you not just drop it?
Sienna, stop pretending you couldn't care less. I know it's an act, and it's really starting to wear. Why'd you want to kill her?
For such an accomplished investigator to ask about the obvious? Come now, Geralt. Why do you think?
3. 3.
Because she turned her back on you, then banished all memory of you?
Bravo, Geralt. Yet another riddle solved, and your sick curiosity sated. Well, what now? Off to share your discovery with Anna Henrietta? No, she's no longer in danger, true. But she very well might add a little something to your reward.
Definitely gonna tell her. Not necessarily for the coin, though.
Then why do it at all?
She ought to know. If only 'cause you'll probably try to kill her again if she ever lets you out.
I probably will.
Perhaps, just for a second, you could stop dwelling on all the wrongs folk have done you and forgive her.
Why should I?
For old time's sake. You loved each other once.
Please. I don't know who fed you that rubbish, but...
Read your governess's diary. You played together, were inseparable. Henriette'd get you into trouble sometimes, sure. But there were also times she stood up for you. When you had nightmares, only she could calm you. Time eats away at memories, distorts them. Sometimes we only remember the good. Sometimes only the bad.
If she loved me so, why did she wash her hands off me? Forget me,
Don't know. But you could just ask her instead of sending monsters after her.
There's nothing she could say to change what she did to me, to justify it.
Maybe. But there's nothing out there to justify what you did to her and all Toussaint. Yet Anna Henrietta hasn't given up on you.
Ugh. You meant what you said in the Land of a Thousand Fables. You really want a happy ending to this story, don't you? Ah, with all of us living happily ever after. Go, Witcher, or they'll give your medal to another. And that would be a shame.
Farewell, Sienna.
Kinda curious how this is gonna end.
Commander de la Tour would like to see you. Shall we go at once?
Yep, sure.
Let's go. Want to see him too. Damien.
Geralt, it's about time. Ready for the ceremony?
Got some important information. Anna Henrietta was supposed to be Detloff and Sienna's fifth victim.
You are certain of this?
Completely. Found proof.
Inconceivable. How could she? The murders, the mayhem she brought down on the city, were they not enough? She sought to strike down her own sister, her liege. Traitor. I must alert my men. Enlarge the Duchess's honor guard. Make certain Sylvia Anna is closely watched during the questioning. I'll see to it personally. I thank you, Witcher, for alerting me, and I appreciate your attentiveness.
Let's begin the ceremony. Come with me. The Duchess awaits.
Right now it kind of focuses on certain things right at the end of a scene. Hours later. That took a while to walk there, didn't it?
In the guild's name, I beg your assistance, your enlightened highness. Without barrels, production will come to a stop, and it will be the end of us.
You lost them all in the fire. These are horrible tidings. Oh, we are most dreadfully saddened.
Yes, your enlightened highness all. Once the beasts had clawed their way into the warehouse, the whole place went up in flames.
I shall dispatch a palace guardsman to examine the site of the blaze. If things are, as you say, fitting compensation shall be paid from the ducal treasury.
Thank you, your enlightened highness. Your Grace, Geralt of Rivia has arrived.
My dear subjects, we come now to our next point of business.
Of all the duties which fall upon my shoulders, as the ruler of this dominion, this duty is dearest to my heart. For now, we shall award the Order of Vitis Vinifera, Toussaint's highest honor.
Geralt of Rivia, Slayer of the Beast of Beauclair, step forth.
We bestow the distinction upon the Witcher, who saved Beauclair from the terrible beast. Such is our desire. May this symbol serve as a reminder to all that the Witcher shall forever remain a friend of Beauclair. In more familiar terms now, I thank you immensely, Geralt. Damien has your reward for you. After all, it was but a contract.
Thank you.
I have a small surprise for you, in addition. I give you more than a dozen barrels of
5,000
Sonrial,
crowns.
a wine normally reserved for the ducal table. The gustatory experience of a lifetime awaits. Are you content?
Man, I don't know. I would. Sure.
I am, and truly grateful, Your Grace. Sadly, I'm afraid I have to sour the mood. It's Sienna. She plotted to have you killed, Duchess. Planned to use Dettlaff. You were to be the beast's 5th victim.
This cannot be true. You're mistaken. You must be.
I have proof.
I do not believe it. In a moment I shall speak to Sienna. Will you assist me? You returned my sister to me, yet what you tell me now I find devastating. I've come to doubt that I can judge her fairly. I'd far prefer to learn you're mistaken, Geralt.
I'm not. In fact, I'd recommend you be particularly careful around her.
You exaggerate, Witcher. She is my sister. I know well how to speak to her.
If my presence will help in any manner, of course I'll stay.
We shall now question a person implicated in the murders which recently ravaged our fair city of Beauclair. Captain de la Tour, show Sylvia Anna in.
The Witcher will take part in our talk.
The Duchess requested I be present.
You have committed crimes. Grave crimes. Yet you are my sister, and my heart does not allow me to treat you as a common criminal. Nor does it let me believe you sought my demise. My heart yearns to know you were swayed by the monster Dettlaff. You yourself would never stoop so low. Thus I have asked Geralt to advise me, as one impartial. I shall now hear what he has to say.
Ooh, I don't know which one. Yes, she's guilty, but she had cause to feel pain, that's why she did it.
Bitterness consumes Sienna. She had cause to resent many of the court of Beauclair. I know her reasons, understand them even. But I can't condone the actions she chose to take.
What is he talking about, Sienna?
You know exactly what. I was forcibly exiled, remember? To your benefit. You knew well the throne would then be yours, though I was the elder. The ministers I can understand. They'd hated me since I was a child, thought me a poor prospect for the wife of a duke. I even understand our parents. I'd always sensed the problem. They simply feared me, for I dared to be free. That fabricated curse, it fell into their laps. A gift from above that brought relief. But you... your dagger hurt most. You were my Henrietta, dammit. My darling little sister. Now do you understand, Witcher? She betrayed me.
Claim to understand them all? Why'd you come back for revenge? Have them all cut down, then?
They deserved my vengeance. They detested me, all of them, as long as I can remember. But Henrietta understood me. Once. She was all I could cling to. Her betrayal hurt the most.
You were children then. You and your sister both had no control over what happened.
You're wrong, Witcher. She had control. Remember, dear sister? The day they banished me from the palace. Of course, I'd had the idea to pelt the Nilfgaardian envoy with fish bladders, which we filled with rancid suet on a lark, and which you set afire at the last to impress me, I imagine. And I admit, you did. Hit him right in his hideous bald patch. Never laughed so hard in my life. But when it came time to find the culprit, you said not a word. I took all the blame and all the punishment.
It's true. I did not stand up for you. I was too afraid.
The council was unanimous. They listed all my offenses. My flights from the palace, supposed acts of cruelty, inappropriate friendships. They cast me out. But you, the only one to understand me, you cowered in a corner, lifted not a finger to help. Not before, not after. You never tried to find me.
That's not true. I searched for you, sent out knights, gathered tidings from without. You did not wish to be found. Since the day you vanished, I have lived with the knowledge that I failed you. I'm sorry, dear sister. Can you forgive me?
Now what?
All in all, best part of the whole ceremony? It was short.
Perhaps for you, as you ducked out early. The others are probably just getting started. The drunkenness never ends in this quaint realm.
Not so fond of Toussaint after all, are we?
Oh, this place is like a strong wine, Geralt. Good in small sips.
Yeah, I was right after the
How do you
fight. It's pretty
find
much a
my
lot of story.
personal brew? Not too strong.
Just right.
Credit the local mandrake of the Alrauna diavolis variety for that. The tubers which grow in this area's volcanic soil have an altogether unique flavor profile. and display a remarkably uncommon dark brown tint.
Fascinating. All I can say is this badge turned out excellent.
Indeed. It might be wise to stockpile some roots for the future. Would you care to accompany me?
Right now in the dark?
You decide to go root picking now? It's dark out.
Geralt, even were I generously to assume it had simply slipped your mind that I am a vampire and thus need no light to see, I'd never believe you had also forgotten that you likewise have absolutely no trouble seeing in the dark. So, shall we?
Fine, let's go.
If you think it's a good idea, let's go. But I think you might be forgetting one thing. Fresh mandrake root of this variety is highly toxic, even to a witcher.
Ah, not a problem. I never forget matters of safety and hygiene in alchemy. Here, gloves and a mask. Don them, and you shall be in no danger.
Thanks. Right then, let's go.
This moonlight makes me, oh, so dreamy.
Penny for your
Okay, where's my mask at? Where does the mask go? Oh, here we go. Here, mask. Where do I put the mask at? Oh, mask and gloves.
Let me guess. Succubus twins?
No, I was thinking about, oh, how anything can look interesting when properly lit.
Even an old necrophage corpse?
You've not an ounce of refinement in you, have you?
One root. Where'd we just go?
Now, where'd that bloodsucker go? Won't be easy to track down. He's a vampire after all. Regis! Damn it, where'd you go? Regis!
What I had to do!
Those Bruxay, they called you a traitor.
Alas, we've a very simple code of honor, we vampires. So simple you might call it trivial. Either one is with us, unconditionally, regardless of the circumstances, or...
Won't let it go, will they?
They will not. Fortunately, we've another rule, an unwritten one, and just as trivial as the first. It is neatly summarized in the saying, out of sight, out of mind. That is why I must leave Toussaint. For a vastly long time, most like.
Yeah, I get it.
Let us make for my camp. I've an overwhelming desire to have another drink. Supreme bouquet. Firm, defined beginning, then develops gently, rising to a startling finish. Don't you think?
Not much of a connoisseur.
Then it is high time you started your education. After all, the Corvo Bianco vineyard is now yours. By the way, I left a gift for you at your new home, on the nightstand.
Thanks. Mind telling me what it is?
A trifle. That will nonetheless be useful should you need mutagens. Incidentally, have you thought about what you'll do with your prize? Shall you hang your swords over the mantle and take to pruning vines?
Don't know yet.
Don't really know yet. Might find the life of a hard-working vintner too tempting one day. Or maybe I'll just stick to the path, go on roaming, staring up at the stars after laying my bedroll at the roadside.
Ah, roadsides, bedrolls, and the sky above. I sense some poetry coming on, which, of course, brings to mind Dandelion. I can remember a night, not too far from here, if I'm not mistaken. We hid in a cave while a blizzard raged all about. Does that sound at all familiar?
How could it not? We just set off to rescue Ciri from Vilgefortz.
Oh, our encounter with Vilgefortz. That is something I do not remember so fondly. But that first stay in Beauclair, far calmer than this one.
Seemed like a land straight out of a fairy tale back then. Its sole problem, cellars too small to accommodate all that wine.
Appearances, Geralt. Appearances, like Mamoons and Dopplers, deceive. So what did become of Vilgefortz?
Killed him. Sure wasn't easy, though. What about you? Any idea where you'll go?
Distance is of the essence. I thought I might venture south.
Nilfgaard?
Why ever not? The Nilfgaardians are a modern society. None there believe in vampires anymore. This fact alone could be very useful to one wishing to remain incognito.
Yeah.
Interesting point of view. I so don't feel like going anywhere. Sit here a while longer?
So we shall, my friend. We have witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited, many great and weighty events. After all that toil, I believe we deserve a bit of a rest.
That we do.
And that, wow, I didn't actually think I was going to finish it tonight. Looks like the end of the Blood and Wine DLC. Man, what was that? This is the 9th, so 18 plus hours to finish the DLC. Not too bad. That last guy was a pain, though. An hour and a half, I think, just to finish Detloff. He was frustrating. He had me frustrated. Oh, I hate those hard ones sometimes, especially if you don't know what to prepare for. I guess there was a couple oils I could have made or found or whatever ahead of time that would have made it a little easier, but got through it. Oh, well, guess what? I think we might actually start. Well, actually, not start. I got 2 hours into the Harry Potter Legacy game, and I think I'm going to move to that next week. I've actually been anxious to play it, but I don't want to play it without streaming it. So if you guys haven't seen that, go back, watch the first 2 hours or so. I have the first episode posted. It's a live episode, and the intro to that game is really nice. They pull in the what's the word? Like your intro, your gameplay, or how you, what is it called, John? Tutorial. There we go. The tutorial to the game is built into the story really well, where it doesn't feel like you're playing a tutorial. It's a very story-driven tutorial, and so it feels like you jump right into the game, even though you're going through a tutorial, which is really nice. Beautiful games from so far that I've seen. It's very open world. I haven't got past really a lot of the main little start mission stuff or quests, but it seems like it's gonna be a pretty decent open world, so I'm anxious to really, I haven't looked at really any reviews, anything like that. My daughter actually is about 15 hours in, but somehow she missed us learning a spell somewhere or forgot how to do it, so she's stuck. So I've got to kind of play through and see if I can figure out where she needs to go. Where she needs to go so she can pick up and finish her story. But so I think we're going to play that next week. If you guys like this episode, since it's kind of the last one of the whole Witcher 3 series that I've been working on, I don't even know how many episodes we're on. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed, hit that bell so you know anytime I go live. I try to go live every Tuesday and every Wednesday. Tuesdays right around 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, so 4 p.m. Pacific. And I play Divinity Original Sin 2 with my brother Clayton. And then on Wednesdays is my personal game night, so I've been burning through Witcher 3. Just, you guys caught this one, the last one. And next week we're going to... Yeah, this is probably one of my favorite games. This and Cyberpunk, which are both CD Projekt Red. So I'm anxious to move to Harry Potter, though. This one... I actually was looking at my Switch before because I was thinking this might be my last episode. And I have 20 to 25 hours. It doesn't tell you exact. Once you get above, I think 5 or 10 hours, it stops rounding up to the next 5-hour mark. So it says I have 20 plus hours on the Switch. And then... obviously, there's probably going to be more here to do. New quest, go home. We're actually going to head that way anyway. We'll kind of finish out the night. But, where was it going? Oh, I'm going to look on here and figure out how many hours I've got in here. I think it's probably close to 50 hours, if not more. So I think I'm going to be, 70, 80 hours into the game total. Which I think is right around the normal time for... yeah, I don't think you want to jump off a cliff. For this game, for the story, there's an ungodly amount of side missions and stuff like that you can do. Just walking like right through here, I could probably pick up a couple more. I don't want to run over a child.
Faster.
Excuse me.
Yeah, right there, like, excuse me, would probably be another mission. And I think there's over 200 hours worth of content in this game. I don't remember. There we go. Where's my fast travel point? Head home. Well, let's see. I don't remember how many hours Howard's Legacy was supposed to be. Good 20 or 30.
The days pass. The pile of work remains the same.
Master Witcher, some unknown individual barged into the residence. I resisted as best I could, but to no avail.
Who is it?
Alas, they did not do me the basic courtesy of introducing themselves.
See who it is.
What's that smell?
Is it, what's her name? His girlfriend. Oh, Siri.
You look good. Calm. Don't just stand there. I want a hug.
What did you bring?
A Garkin from Angren. I slew it. All by my lonesome.
That why you left Carrera so suddenly? Had no idea where you'd gone. Your note was puzzling. Don't try to find me. Threw me for a loop.
That was silly. It's just that I felt stifled in your shadow.
I'd have suffocated had I stayed. So when I read that notice, the contract, when I saw Angren, I knew I had to do it. Alone. Without my nanny.
Nanny.
I'm not your nanny. I believe in you. Like my new house?
The house is lovely, but it could use a bit of work.
Yeah, got plans for it, don't worry. Wanna go outside? Could show you the grounds.
I wonder where Yennefer is.
Ah, it's lovely here. I could stay forever.
Well, go stay.
What's stopping you?
Actually, not a thing. I slew a Garkin, collected my bounty. I believe I'm owed some respite.
Indeed you do, mademoiselle, as my major domo would say.
You've a butler?
A steward. Name's Barnabas Basil. BB for short, though I don't know if he likes it. He's the one let you in. I'll ask him to bring in some fruit, a beverage. You can spend the rest of the day lying about.
Ah, nothing would make me happier.
Being a witcher anything like you imagined?
Geralt, I didn't have to imagine anything. Remember, before we parted, we walked a good stretch of the path together.
Journeyman and master, though, not the same thing.
I'm still a long way from mastering anything, but I am trying. Anyway, I did learn from the best.
Just passed on what worked for me. Or at least tried to.
I was thinking of Eskel and Lambert.
So, no regrets? Choice you made?
Not at all. I'm doing what I ever wanted to do. Being who I wanted to be. I believe that's one definition of happiness.
Angren,
So, John, what do you think? Are you actually going to play through the game, or are you
That's
happy
why I
with
had to
watching?
lure this one to a place both
Anybody else,
spacious
if you're going
and
to play,
empty,
post below.
where it
I'm
would have
kind of
nowhere to
curious what
hide.
you guys think.
I found an abandoned crypt far from any town or village.
Good choice. Always best to avoid additional casualties, so your foe had nowhere to hide. But the bastard was still damn quick, I bet.
Not as quick as I am. My greater worry was its strength. I was far outclassed there. But a dose of black blood did the trick. We fought a while, I feigned a mistimed dodge and let it drink. The rest was easy.
Encountered the most charming aspect of being a witcher yet?
Which aspect is that?
The hatred, disgust, that strange blend of admiration, fear, and contempt.
They set their hounds on me in one village. In another, they forbade me from taking a drink from their well. Other than that, it's been all right. No one's tried to cheat me out of my reward so far.
I'd hoped they'd treat a woman differently.
Geralt, when they treat a woman differently in this world, it hardly ever means better. Quite the opposite.
See you later, Ciri.
Take care of yourself.
All right. I think I'm out of quests. No, not out of quests, like ones that I've... Yeah. I could go... Yeah, I still have to restore all that kind of stuff, but we are actually right at the 2-hour mark, which actually works out perfectly. So, anyway, if you guys haven't joined the Discord, I'll remind you again, I just updated the link. So in, it's the upper, this side, the upper, there's some links right in my menu. If you go to the NaytonTech YouTube, There's some links on the far left-hand side. There is a Discord link there. You can click on and join. There's also one on the main page of NaytonTech.com. Just click it and join the Discord. The link is now active. Apparently it expired and I didn't realize it. So I don't even know how long it's been expired. But I did notice I hadn't had any people join for a while, so that kind of made me look into it. So that's fixed. So if you guys join in the Discord, we talk about everything from video games, movies, cars, 3D printing. I post all of the links to all this stuff, and when I'm playing, cool place to hang out. So join in there. We'll see you next week. We're going to be finishing or starting part 2 of Harry Potter next week, next Wednesday, and Divinity Original Sin on Tuesday. And we'll see you guys then. Have a good night.